Now this morning, 4 people departed Likhubula and they were heading for Sapitwa. This is normally an 8-hour trek to the peak, but they did it in under 5 hours. By 9:30 this morning, they were at the peak, and now they called us that they're on their way back at the top of Likhubula Plateau. We've decided to go up to welcome them and meet them somewhere up on the Boma path. We're going to walk down with them to the finish line. When they come down and get to Karamula, right after lunch, they're going to get on their bicycles. These bicycles do not have saddles, and they'll cycle non-stop all the way to Blantyre. Alright, so turns out this is the only team that's going to welcome the main team that's up on the mountain. We're just starting off using the Boma path, going up the mountain now, and we don't know where we're going to meet them, how far we're gonna go before we have to meet them. Those that may remember, I vowed not to use Boma path ever again, but here we are, circumstances. And then there were 4. The team is growing. There's now 4 people. We're still going to go up. That's where we're supposed to go, as far as we have to go until we meet them. Follow us. About 1.5 kilometers in, there's rain coming from up there. It's beginning to rain, and the guys are hiding their gadgets somewhere safe. I've put one of my phones in the bag. This one I'll try and keep out as much as possible to continue taking some footage. It's now like pouring down. This is the first time for me that I have had to meet rain in the mountain. Believe me, it has always been before or after, but not during like this. Okay, it was pouring for the last 10-15 minutes. There's still some showers, but it's very manageable now. My worry is that once we start to get up on that rock, it's going to get very slippery. I hope that we meet the team before we get there, because I'm not prepared to go up there. We're gaining altitude now. There's no sign of the team. We're keeping positive, because I can't help but to feel that maybe something is wrong. These are serious hikers. I believe that from the time they called, they should have showed up by now. We've started receiving phone calls from down at Karamura, where there's a finish line. People are getting worried as well, because after the hike, remember, they're supposed to cycle to Blantyre, and people are worried that it's not going to happen because it's late now. When they get off the mountain, they needed to eat, then get on the bikes and start cycling. But we'll keep going and until we find them. When we get to the river, which is about 15 minutes up ahead, we're going to try to make sounds and whistles to see if they respond from up the mountain. Okay, 2 hours later, we've come across the river on the Boma path, which is pretty much where the normal climbing stops. From here on, that's what it looks like. So you have to keep going up. It's very steep from here on. We've tried to scream and whistle. We're not getting any feedback. It's a bit worrying. We don't know what to think, whether they've just been delayed by something or indeed something is wrong, God forbid. We think we're just gonna chill around here and wait, unlike start climbing that granite rock. So the decision has to be, perhaps we hang around here and wait, but what if they need our help? We may have to keep going, but the risk is that it's going to be very slippery and dangerous. So we're gonna talk about it and see what happens. But waiting here, if they're not coming, is not gonna help. Going up is gonna be risky. We don't have ropes or any safety gear because we didn't think we're gonna have to come this far. But we'll seek some advice and see what happens and what we can do after this. Okay. After deliberations, we have agreed to keep going. At least we're gonna go up this cliff to another flat surface, and then we'll talk again and see what happens. An interesting one from the guide, we are seeing some pied crows that are circling, and he says that normally that's a sign that there are people coming, but those people could be us. It could be us, or it could be the team that we're following. But in any case, the crows have seen people coming. So we're gonna go up the cliff. Oh boy, we have clouds coming in. Now we're dealing with a triple threat. If it rains again, it gets more slippery and it's dangerous for everyone. That's one. And there's no way we are going to go back with the team or without the team and get there before sunset. So we are definitely guaranteed that we will be hiking in the dark. And the third one is that something could be wrong with the team. In that case, we will need the rescue team to follow us. So we are thinking that nothing, no feedback. We're thinking that it's going to be a good idea for us to start trekking down. We've come all the way up for 2.5 hours. We should have met them by now. So the consensus is that we're going to trek down, and it will take us another 2 hours back. I think half of the way we're going to still be in daylight, and for the last 1 hour we could be in the dark. By the time we get back to the finish line and we still can't raise them on the phone, then we are 100% sure that something is wrong, and we're going to send up the rescue team and hope for the best. At this point, we still think and hope that they are okay. Perhaps someone twisted an ankle and they're taking it easy and nothing serious. But we are not equipped enough to follow with a rescue mission in mind. We're going to trek back, but as you can see, we are now engulfed in a huge cloud and our visibility is gone. You see these faces? You see that? We can finally smile. They've just made contact. They're coming down. We don't know what happened, but we're just happy they're okay and they're coming. We were just about to turn back when we got a call that they're coming. Okay, we've just spoken to Stuart. They have had to break off from the main group because because they were slow. So 3 of them are coming and 4 are behind. So we are also turning back, walking slowly, because one of these guys are really fast and hard workers. They will find us before we even hit the finish line. We are so excited that they're okay. This is beautiful. They're now talking back to us, and we know they're so close. This is exciting. Yeah, and the people down at the finish line are getting impatient and worried, understandably so. And okay, it's getting dark, and even where we're going, it's like we're going into a dark cave. I may not be filming more after this until we get to some light. It's gonna be maybe 1.5 to 2 hours before we do that. Okay, we are still going down. We think once we hit the flat ground, we're going to wait for the team to find us there, because if we wait up here, they're faster than us. They could leave us behind. So we're gonna continue to trek down until we hit the flat ground. Hi guys. Hello. Okay, the team has arrived. Oh man. Glad you guys are okay.
Yes, man.
We got worried here.
Nice one, nice one.
Anto, how much patience do you have left? Negative, eh? Muy para sabe basi.